Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Chirp, chirp, chirp. We got about 15 people. I think that this is good to Mackenzie. She's muted.
I'm multitasking and eating lunch. That's what's going on.
You're the multitasking machine, dude.
That's right.
You're it. Yeah, this shouldn't be a horribly long meeting. So but we are grateful to have our CEO with us. Steve is with us today, and so I'm gonna issue a warning. And then I'm going to toss to Steve. The warning is at the end of the meeting, we have Wheel of Fun. And so if your name hasn't been called yet, now is your time to think, okay, what's unique about me? What do I do that nobody else does? Or what do people not know about me? And think about that right now, because Jenny's going to come up with some, and you're going to be the one picked. I guarantee you. So
I'm already stressed.
Yeah, you should be stressed. You should be stressed. So let's go ahead and toss to Steve. Steve, I'm assuming that you're going to want the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's give Steve the screen. I'm very excited about this presentation. All right, it's all you, Steve.
So you guys know we're trying to get up to date, trying to make our stuff look better, trying to gamify, do some stuff. I don't know if you've seen these images, but this is some stuff that I had Will put together. Just some snapshots and images of our website and what we do. I think it all looks pretty good. You know, we've got some better images coming in. By the way, we're going to be rotating some more video at the top of our Well Steps homepage. We've got a guy and his boy look like they're paddleboarding across the lake. We've got some other videos we're going to pull into that just to lighten it up a little bit. But I wanted to show you something that we're very close to having completed. And Becca and Jenny and I don't know, Jenny, who else has helped with the Bring It On fitness campaign, fitness challenge? But we've gone around and around and around, and it's going to be looking something like this. So what we have is a lot of our groups that are asking for the ability for people to create a challenge, invite certain people, and have their fitness devices already synced so that they can have a challenge and say, I'm going to invite 20 people. At the end of 14 days, we're going to see who the winner is and who can do the most steps. The page is actually going to look something like this. It's the Bring It On challenge once it's up and running. Here on the left, we've got live results and a leaderboard. I'll show you what that looks like. We've got on the right this ability for people to chat with everybody within their invitation group who's doing that particular challenge. They can chat, talk smack, go back and forth and visit with each other. This thing will just run and scroll right there. As this page is static, these people on the bottom here will actually be exercising and moving across the screen. So we'll have some animation here on the bottom, and we probably have a few clouds float across the top, but this is kind of the design we're working with. If they click up here to see live results on the leaderboard, they get the daily results. So here's this particular day. This looks like it's day 7 or day 8 of the 14-day challenge. Here's who in the lead, and here's the person who is actually logged in on this page. That's their data. They can click on any day to see how everybody's doing. All other pictures showing up. We have some other stats here on the right. When they click total results, they get this page, and this is the total based on the total number of days completed in the challenge so far. And again, their individual data will show up and be colored. Brian's working on laying all this right now. When they click again, it actually goes back to this page. This page here, this is the home page. If they click on the chat function, they can go ahead and they can open up a chat. These windows will expand on this page where they can just sit and they can chat with anybody they want. They can fire off a message to anybody they want anytime while the challenge is ongoing. Until 14 days. When it ends, there'll be a notification about who wins. And what's not on this page is the badge. Just by participating, they'll earn one of our badges. We'll have these on this page. And also the winner of the challenge has a special winner's badge for having won the Bring It On challenge for that particular one. And so there's 2 badges associated with it. That will all be laid out in here. They'll see it all, be able to participate. It's over. There'll be a WS admin section for you guys to administer this. There's a place for people to schedule new ones and see old ones. They can see what happened in the past, who they invited. So all of the administrative pieces will be associated, but this is the page that people will see on their desktop and their mobile device. And then there's one more thing. And Troy and I and Paul have kind of gone around about this morning. At this point, the only way to participate is if you have a wearable device that is synced to the portal. I'm concerned that the vast majority of employees probably don't have a wearable device, or if they do, they can't find it or they don't use it. So thanks to Paul's amazingly good work, if they have a mobile phone, whether it's an Android or an iOS, there is a fairly simple way for them to sync their mobile phone with the WellSteps platform, so that as long as they have their phone, if they're going for a walk or they're going for a jog, if their phone is on and enabled, they're going to track that fitness for that period, but for the entire day, as if they're wearing a Fitbit. We'll have steps data for everybody. So what it does is it opens it up to essentially pretty much everybody on the planet except me, who still has a flip phone. Everybody on the planet can participate in these challenges, irregardless of whether or not they have a wearable device. As long as they have a mobile device that is web enabled, they're in. And so Paul has done some great job to pull that data from those, for both of them, that'll be synced to this. Once they log into WellSteps, sync their device, their phone, they're in, and the data should feed, and they'll be able to participate in all these, see their data across time. So coming down the pipe, right now, this leaderboard section has been designed. The chat function has been designed. This is the actual image that we're going to be using behind it. And we're waiting for the animator to build out the HTML and make these characters actually animated. And Brian will plug it all together, and he's got all the pieces. We're waiting for this last piece to be done. So I'm excited to have a really, really fun challenge that uses technology that people will like to do, that we can really start to market and share and give to our groups and coordinators.
Any questions? Questions? Comments?
So
Yeah.
Ed and Kendall, when you guys start, when this thing's up and running, it would be great to be able to show a live version of this online so you can see people actually interacting it, and maybe even you using your phone and saying, hey, you know, if you've got a mobile phone, you're in. Here's mine, click, here's my update, and like you can see my data right here. That would pretty much freak people out.
Well, I already do that with the leaderboard and show WellSteps, but I'm the only one doing it. So it's always a joke with my clients, like, oh, look who's winning. So Kendall, go sync your phone and at least add yourself.
I know. I've had several groups say, "Why aren't you in the leaderboard?" I'm like, I guess I'm slacking.
Kendall, sync your phone, get it up there, so at least the 2 of you can show each other in the demo account, you know, what it looks like.
Okay.
No pressure. Other comments, questions?
This is like done, it's being made.
Yes, literally this page here is actually the page. This is the actual page that we have designed right now. And Brian, or the animator, already has the AI file, the Adobe Illustrator file, and he's doing the animation on the characters and the clouds. And you know, we can make changes. Nothing in this company is set in stone, but right now we're getting Bring It On 1.0 kind of up and running to make some changes.
I was just thinking if the design team could look at it, I wouldn't change it drastically, but I feel like there's a few things we could slightly change design-wise that would.
Once we have the HTML and Brian's got it built out, we can, you know, there's plenty of things to change, where the badges go, how it's laid out, what text needs to be on this page. We can do all kinds of things once we get a structure in place that we can look at and start to play with.
Cool.
Change the font, however, whatever we want to do.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It's a great suggestion. Barney, any other comments? I'm going to go ahead. Jenny, I'm assuming that you want what happened to Jenny?
Yes, please.
Where did you go? Why are you not on my list? Change presenter. I do not see you on my list.
I was there just a second ago too. Well, that's unique. I've definitely never seen that before. Well, I can go ahead and kind of talk through these items. Anybody can see these in their own program center, so they're not overly drastic and they don't need a whole lot of introduction. But the first one kind of ties into what Steve was talking about with the challenges. In order to make some space for those and make sure that they have a prominent space of real estate on our page, the decision was made to move recipes from our top toolbar with the icons and put it directly in the menu, hamburger menu. So that has actually already happened. It's already been done. The guides are coordinating with any of their accounts that heavily use recipes just to make sure that the users are informed to see if they want to kind of communicate that at all. But so far we haven't had any issues with that. I think it was a great move. And then we will be ready and prepared to go ahead and add the challenges to the top with their own separate icon once we're ready to roll those out. And then this is one that I'm really excited about. All of the guides know about this. Sales, you've probably seen this. We now have a notification for the share feature of social. So anytime someone adds a comment or a picture or a video to the share piece of social, it is given a number, basically an associated ID number with that specific comment. So what happens is if Ed is on his page and I go in and add a comment and say, hey, I'm coming for you, Ed, I'm going to get you. Then he goes and he logs out and maybe he jumps on for another demo. He's going to see a brand new icon right there that says new that will indicate to him that there is a more recent comment than he has seen before. So then he will be prompted to click on that. Once he slides that section out, he will obviously see my comment there at the top. And then once he has viewed that, then the icon will go away. So this is something that a lot of our accounts have been asking for. The guides had some great input with this as well. I will say we are going to be adjusting the actual red icon itself. We wanted to get it in there and get it functioning first, since that was what we were hearing a lot of, but we are going to just change it to where it's a little bit more modern. It's going to be just a regular red dot icon like you see on most of the homepage, on most of the app icons for your phone homepage. So it will still get the point across. It will still let everybody know that there's something new, grab their attention there, but just so everybody knows it's going to be adjusted some. So any questions on those two pieces? This is another small reminder, Wheel of Fun. Make sure you have something.
Jenny, do you have any idea how well the WellStep share function is being used?
Yeah, so we have actually been talking about that as an operations team quite a bit recently. Not every account is using it. Definitely our new accounts and more recently signed accounts are using it. Some of the reseller accounts love it as well. But one thing we've noticed and realized is that we are seeing more people use the leaderboard than the share piece. So a couple of things we're going to be doing. The guides are actually going to be going in at least once a week for all of their accounts and just reviewing any of the comments. We have seen some users kind of use it as a question board, which obviously is not the ideal purpose there. So they're going to be going in to review those, make sure everything's appropriate. And then they're also going to be at least once a month adding something new. So at least once a month, everybody's going to have that new icon appear that will prompt them to go look. And we're hoping that will kind of drive people there. And then of course we have it on the list of things to do to add to the jumpstart and kickoff slides. So even if a client isn't using it right now, if they were in the middle of the year, then that will be part of the discussion for their program planning of the next year. And ideally, we would be able to roll it out, everybody's next year start.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, exciting personnel news. As you guys all know, the sales team has just been on fire recently, and we are so excited and proud of them for that. But that also merits us needing a couple more hands on the operations team. So starting on the 27th of the month, we will actually have 2 new part-time guides. Yes, I said 2, not 1. We are going to have 2, which is awesome. Shalise is going to be one of them, and then Michelle is the other one. We've had great interviews with them. We're very, very confident. They came with great recommendations from a couple of the guides. So just know we've got some new life coming onto the account or onto the team, and we will be training them and getting them ready so that everybody has a little bit more support, and we can be ready when the sales team has just 10 more accounts to close. So we're really excited about that. And that's all the stuff that I have. So I have dragged my feet long enough. The time has come. I promise I will not lie about who it is on the Wheel of Fun, since you cannot see. And okay, so Kim, are you with us today?
Yeah.
You have drawn the short straw.
Oh gosh, I feel like I just barely introduced myself, like 6 months ago? So let me,
Yeah.
but I think some of you already know, but my son leaves for his mission on Tuesday, and he's going to Monterrey, Mexico. So we're just gearing up for his farewell this weekend and getting excited for him to leave. But one thing, let's see, that nobody probably knows is that my husband and I traveled to Dubai a couple of years ago, and yeah, we just had a great time over there, rode camels, and just did some really crazy different stuff.
Well, that's interesting that
Cool.
you went to Dubai. I don't think, I know that nobody knew that because I think maybe we would have mentioned that in the process of talking to Zest, who's based in Dubai.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim, I don't know that all you guys know, but Kendall just closed potentially our biggest account by a mile in Dubai. And Isabel and Becca and Jenny have been busting their tails, and Kendall, to get it up and running. We have meetings in Dubai constantly, but they've invited some of us to come over there. They're also getting geared up to do a whole bunch of work in India because this guy works in India and all of the Arab Emirates. But who knows? But looks like Dubai's coming on board here. They want to bring a group on here in the next few days. So we might send you back.
Very cool.
If you want some.
Becca will go with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dubai is really cool.
If we send you to Dubai, you have to eat a camel, not ride a camel.
Yeah, I was going to say, going back to Jenny's comment about if I wanted to say, Ed, I'm coming to get you. Ed, you should be afraid. You should be very, very afraid, my friend.
Yeah, but see, his one step is my about 3.
Yeah, but
So,
whatever.
Oh, funny. Well, cool, Kim. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. So that's very, very cool and exciting.
Been to Dubai. Well, I think that concludes. This is about a 20-minute staff meeting, and this is the way we should be headed, right? I mean, remember when they used to be an hour long? Yeah, I remember. So anyway, yeah, it's too long. So we want to thank everybody for being on staff meeting today, and you can always communicate with everybody by email and whatnot, so forth. But I think we'll close this meeting for now. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.